So welcome back to DC's Silver Age Storytime, and today's story comes from Superman's Girlfriend Lois Lane number 28, published in October 1961 with story by Bill Finger and art by Kurt Schaffenberger. There's an old theory that, as in the story of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, each person has two personalities, one good, one evil, and that they battle for control until one dominates the other. Theory or fact, you'll soon see for yourself as you watch a familiar friend change from good to evil, from reporter to robber, to become known as the notorious Lois Lane Gun-Moll. It's that snoopy reporter, Clark Kent. Great Scott, Lois. She's the female bandit who calls herself the Leopard Lady. Lois, a criminal. In the Daily Planet one day there's an odd visitor. There are good and evil tendencies in all people, but my machine can make good triumph over evil. Let your readers know I intend to wipe out crime with my machine. Perry, maybe if I let the man demonstrate his invention on me, he'll leave quietly. So, you think you're humoring a crackpot, eh? But it's my turn to laugh. I've turned on the ray that makes your evil tendencies dominant. Sorry, but I don't feel a thing. And now, will you please go? But an hour later, Lois, what's wrong? I don't know, but I'm beginning to feel different about things. Yeah, real different. Like being tired of working for some small change on this crummy rag. And tired of seeing that big cigar always sticking out of your kisser. And the next morning, Lois' sister Lucy also sees a change in her. Lois, you came home so late last night. I was worried. Where were you? Listen, you. Quit giving me the third degree. I don't like it, see? Lois, have you read this last night? A gang of bandits led by a masked woman who calls herself the Leopard Lady looted the Metropolis jewelry shop. Pretty smart dame, eh, kid? Later, as Lucy reaches for a comb in Lois's dressing table. Lois, this necklace, it's the one described in the report of the robbery. It wouldn't be here unless... You know too much, sister. This whiff will keep you quiet long enough for me to call the boys to take you to my hideout. Uh-oh, the doorbell. Ring, ring. Chloroform. Swiftly, ruthlessly, Lois disposes of the visitor. But Lois, I've got a date with She isn't here. She got on my nerves, so I booted her out. Scram. Get lost. Later, when Lucy regains consciousness. Nice setup, eh, Lucy? I don't know why I was afraid you'd babble to the cops. I think I'd feel proud to let them know I'm the Leopard Lady. Oh, Lois, what's happened to make you like this? A criminal. All I know is I'm different now, and I like it. I'm wised up. That's why I joined these guys. I'm out for big dough now. Oh, Lois, please let me help you. Take you to a doctor? No head doctor for me. A leopard doesn't change her spots. I'm staying just as I am. Meanwhile, returning from outer space, Superman nears the Daily Planet. I tell you, boss, the Lois has changed. Maybe that crazy machine actually worked. My search on Mars was a failure. What's that about Lois? I'll switch to my Clark Kent identity and then ask what this is all about. Meanwhile, boys, now my old newspaper job is going to pay off. We're going to rob the Daily Planet, a place I know like the palm of my hand. The Planet? Oh, Lois, how can you be so treacherous? Later in the Daily Planet Superman Museum, the gang of the Leopard Lady strikes. We sure knocked out that guard fast. You say there's a big wall safe behind that painting. Yes, emergency funds are kept inside. Perry White once told me that little secret because he trusted me. Ironically, lost in thought because of what Jimmy and Perry have told him about Lois, Clark wanders into the room. Great Scott! Lois, the Leopard Lady. I saw headlines about her. Her face, it looks murderous. Huh? It's that snoopy reporter, Clark Kent. Grab him. Unable to revert to his Superman identity, now Clark pretends to put up a losing battle. A shot might bring the police. This'll stop him fast. Quiet. I'll pretend to be knocked out, but once they're gone, I'll trail their getaway car from the sky as Superman. And so it is that soon after Superman makes a surprise entrance. Superman, thank heavens. Maybe you could talk some sense into Lois. I intend to do just that, Lucy. Wait, Superman, I can explain. I've only been pretending to have turned evil. I have the proof in that cabinet. Let me show you. Is Lois's strange behavior only pretense? What is it that Lois has secreted in that cabinet? Gee, I wonder. Kryptonite. Yes, stored in that lead-lined cabinet, just in case you ever came here. Ha ha, you chump. You really fell for my little act. Ha ha ha. How can you do this to me? You who love me. Ha! Maybe I've always wanted revenge because you kept turning me down. Besides, I've changed. I can't love a goody-goody hero anymore. I want a man who fits my new personality. And I've got one. Luthor. Yes, Superman's old enemy is now the new Lois's new love. No wonder I failed to find you on Mars. After you escaped prison, you must have left false clues to make me believe you fled there in a spacecraft you invented. True. And it was while you were away that Lois and I became partners in crime. And soon we're going to be married. At Superman's groan of dismay, Luthor cannot resist the moment of triumph. Married? Oh, no. Oh, yes, Superman. Lois is mine now. I've taken her away from you. That new type of synthetic kryptonite I've made will keep Superman weak for less than an hour. But by the time its effects wear off, we'll be far away. Come, dearest. Luthor, darling, you are the king of crime, and soon I will be your queen. Later, after a saddened Superman and Lucy inform the police of the bitter truth. Superman, this is one newspaper story I wish I never had to print. Leopard Lady revealed as Lois Lane engaged to Luthor. During the night, Luthor has his henchmen plaster a brazen invitation everywhere, and next morning... Obviously, Luthor and Lois are very sure of themselves. I wonder what kind of trick they're planning to keep the police from arresting them during the ceremony. Lois Lane and Lex Luthor take pleasure in inviting the police and the public to their wedding at City Hall. Swiftly, Superman races to the wedding site where reporters and police have converged. I see that Luthor and Lois are forcing a judge to perform the ceremony. But why haven't you arrested Luthor by now? We can't get to him. Try it yourself and see what I mean. Impatiently, Superman launches himself forward, but, surprise, the police can't get through our force dome, and neither can you, because it's fortified with kryptonite. Okay, Judge, you can start the wedding now that the best man has arrived. And then, numbly, Superman hears the ceremonial words that strike him like hammer blows. Lois Lane, do you take this man for your husband? I sure do. If anyone here can voice objections as to why this man and woman shall be wed, let him speak now or forever hold his peace. I object. I do. Oh, if only I could batter through. Abruptly, Superman stops as if he is resigned to the inevitable. I now pronounce you man and wife. Hear that, Superman? That makes it official. You had your chance to marry me, but you muffed it. Then, weirdly silently, the force dome bursts outward with the power of a tornado. Darling, you're a genius. By the time they recover, we'll have already escaped to begin our honeymoon. Later. Lois Lane. Lana Lang, you've loved Superman ever since he was Superboy. Now that Lois is married, maybe he'll give you a tumble. I've always wanted Superman to love me, but not because he's unhappy. Oh, I've never wanted it to be like this. Oh. Sometime later in another hideout. Did you see that look on Superman's face when the judge pronounced us man and wife? Like you always say, boss, revenge is sweet. This time it's turned sour. Superman. Swiftly, Superman binds the trio and then, Superman, wait. No, there is evil in you, evil that must be destroyed, burned out. He's using his heat vision, the heat of his X-ray vision on her. It's terrible. Oh, I can't look. Is it all over? Yes, Lois, you can come in now. That's right, Luthor. I freed the real Lois where you had her imprisoned in the basement. Then I came up here to destroy what was once your most evil invention, a Lois robot. You disguised yourself as the crackpot inventor who came to Perry White's office with that fake personality machine. Admit it. Sure, I came there after capturing Lois Lane and substituting my robot for her under my secret direction. The robot acted like an evil Lois. Just admit everything. Your Lois robot deliberately left the stolen necklace for Lucy to find, so Lucy could be taken to the Leopard Lady's lair, and there see how evil her sister had become. Sure, I knew you'd eventually find the lair, and we needed Lucy around to convince you later that Lois was a changed girl. I wanted to make you suffer, thinking that Lois had turned criminal, that she married me, but somehow you guessed the truth. I didn't realize the truth until near the end of the wedding. Then I remembered something that I had almost ignored because I was so weakened by the kryptonite boulder. You and Lois were so busy laughing at me that you didn't notice. Your lighter wasn't near the cigarette, but near her cheek. She didn't even wince from the heat of the flame. That meant Lois wasn't human, but a robot. Knowing that, I used my super hearing to pick up the frequency signal of the robot's electronic brain, and the signal led me here. Imagine your revenge ruined by a cigarette. Later, once again, things are back to normal. At the Daily Planet, Superman, now that I know you really care, how about holding hands with me? Hands in a movie with me tonight. Sorry, but first you have to get your marriage annulled. I never date a married woman. I don't think she's married. That wasn't her. That's a fun story.